Yes, I am a real Blackburn fan. I didn't start life as a real Blackburn fan, or a real any fan actually, but this is now an affliction for which there is no known cure. And I've had to take some really difficult decisions, faced moments of very serious anxiety, which is often a matter of life and death, particularly when I was Foreign Secretary. But the ability of Blackburn Rovers' fortunes to get right under my skin, and you could watching a game, and I say to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself? What is this about? I can remember going to watch a game, a Charlton game, one Wednesday evening, and sitting there thinking, this is mad. I'm half dead. I come in from somewhere. I was Foreign Secretary. I was watching it. It was cold, it was wet, and we were losing. But then, suddenly, the 75th minute, we started to win. It was the same at the away game at Fulham, not this year, but earlier, in fact, it was earlier, 2009 at Craven Cottage, when, again, it was desultory, wet, cold evening. There weren't many Rovers supporters there. We were sort of keeping ourselves going with the usual kind of gallows humour that happens when you're at the way end. We were goal down, and then suddenly we start to win, and you think that's why I'm put up with all this. Well, we had 3 season tickets, now it's 2 at Rovers since about 1990. Originally at the Walker Steel stand, and then up the top of the Blackburn end and the family end, and now for the last I don't know how many years the lower tier of the Blackburn end, where you've got some pretty serious supporters and some rich, fruity language. But although I could indeed go into the director's box, and they've been very sweet about this, and very occasionally I do, I prefer, first of all, paying for my own tickets. I'm well enough off. But being with my family and my mates. And there's an eclectic group around us who've been sitting in the same place for many, many years. The bloke who sits immediately behind, who's got a very loud voice and offers advice to the referee and to our manager, and keeps rearranging the team. And if it's 4-5-1, it ought to be 4-4-2, and if it's 4-4-2, it ought to be 4-5-1 or 6-3-2, yeah, or 6-3-1. Anyway, and there were the 2 brothers who sit immediately behind me, one of whom turned up in a dress when we played Burnley a few weeks ago. It's great fun, and it gets me out of myself as well. It's just like, I'm just treated as Jack. I'm just another fan. I'm not on parade. In terms of the future of this town and the area, winning the next election is very important in terms of one's sense of the divine order of things. Ensuring that we beat Burnley and we're above them is more important. Every Blackburn supporter can remember where he was and what he felt like at the previous Burnley games. So we all remember December the 17th, 2000, when we went to Turf Moor, and we got a goal in the first half and a goal in the second half. And then the return game, which was absolute bliss, on All Fool's Day 2001, when they came to Ewood Park, and we stuffed them 5-0. And then the game the other day. It was great.